Welcome back. Once again, we have all the latest sale games for you coming, and we have a huge Windows 10 sale, so make sure you stick around for those great deals. And let's waste no more time, let's roll those credits and get into the video. So before we get to that massive Windows 10 sale, let's have a quick look at all those cheap games that are currently on sale. And now we got quite a few games this week that are under the $150 price mark. The cheapest of which is only 79p. And that game is Demetrios, the Big Cynical Adventure. Now this game is 90% off at the minute and will only take you around 6 to 8 hours to get 1000G. And this isn't even a terrible game. It's rated 3 out of 5 stars. So it's even going to give you a half decent time whilst playing. And now this adventure point and click game is packed with tons of humour. Bjorn, a slob of an antique dealer living in Paris, is robbed one night after coming home drunk. Forced to conduct his own investigation with the help of his neighbour Sandra, he ends up involved in the murky, mysterious affair. Will these unlikely heroes be able to rise up and discover ancient secrets? The next game is Woodletree Adventure Deluxe. Now this game is 80% off at 83p, and this is a nice little platformer for you. With a catchy and unique art style, you will find all the classic elements from 90s games and new interesting ideas. Now this game will take you about 1 to 2 hours to get the 1000G, but on the other side it is only rated 2-star, so this might be a bit of a struggle for some people. Our next game is another platformer, and this game is 70% off at only £1.19p, and that's The Adventures of Eleanor Temple Definitive Edition. You can experience these games, including more content and more features and more fun. This black and white pixel art includes a third and final dungeon, the Orb of Life. Now this game will take you about 1 to 2 hours to complete, and has had a title update making this worth 2000G. The game itself has been rated 3 stars by other achievement hunters, so if you're looking for a retro style game, this is definitely one to pick up. And our final game will take you about 4 to 5 hours to complete, but is 90% off at only £1.19. Adam's Venture Origins is rated 2.5 stars by achievement hunters and is an adventure platformer. Start your adventure in Adam Venture Origins, set in the roaring 20s as you play as explorer Adam Venture and go on journeys to unravel the secret of Eden. Well, that's all the games really under £1.50 that are worth looking at this week. But there is also a couple of good titles that are scoring really well with other achievement hunters that might be worth your time. These usually have slightly longer completion times, but you'll enjoy every moment of them. And the first one we're going to be looking at is Megs Monster. Now this game is only 20% off, which brings the price down to still a little steep $9.99, but this is a role-playing turn-based game in a land of monsters, mutants who eat humans for breakfast. One such monster, a hulking orc by the name of Roy, has no intent on eating humans, but one day he and his best friend Golan stumble upon a lost little girl named Meg and discover something truly terrifying. The moment she starts wailing in fear, the blood red hue washes over the sky and the earth itself begins to tremble and quake. Now if this is sounding like your type of game, you can get this game now, which is rated by other achievement hunters as 4.5 stars out of 5. You are not going to find a better game on sale this week, and for only 4 to 5 hours of your time you'll be able to pick up that 1000G. The other game worth mentioning is one we've mentioned a lot of times, but it is critically acclaimed, and if you haven't played it, I would highly recommend you pick this one up, and that's Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. It's currently 75% off at $3.74 and is rated 3.75 stars. Anyone who hasn't played this is a great little game where you control the two characters on one controller. It has a great story, some great artistic stylings, and I highly recommend you pick this up because for 1000G it will only take you around 2 to 3 hours and you're going to enjoy this game. So now it's time to get to the meat of the video. So every game here is going to be able to be completed in a certain amount of time, and we're going to be starting off with those games that can be completed in under half an hour. And for those of you who've been waiting, this is where the Windows 10 sale comes in. There are loads of games for Windows 10 on sale this week, and all of them can be completed in around half an hour. So let's waste no time and jump in and find out what we've got on sale. Now, if you've heard of the company or publisher Grim Robot, you'll know what's coming. They usually have a big bundle on sale, but for the Windows 10 versions, all these games are available individually. So the first game from them is Butterfly. This game is rated 2 stars and the game will take you half hour, but unlike a lot of the games, this has had an update making it worth 3000 G and is currently 40% off at $251. Its sequel, Butterfly 2, is also on sale and also rated 2 stars and is another puzzle platformer that has quite a few updates and is now worth 4000 G. This game is also 40% off at $251. And we continue our Grim Robot games with our next one for Windows 10, and that's Smart Moves. This game is no surprisingly 40% off at $251 and is also rated 2 stars. This game has also had quite a few updates and, like the other game, is also worth 4000 G. Smart Moves 2, the sequel, another 40% off at $251, has also got a few updates and is worth 3000 G. And the last one on sale this week from Grim Robot is 2 Single Hedgehog. I don't know where Single Hedgehog was, I might have just missed it, but 2 Single Hedgehog is definitely on sale, and you will not be surprised to learn that this is 40% off at £2.51. And all these games mentioned are only worth 2 stars. They're all like puzzle platformers, but again, this one has had an update and is worth 3000 G. So if you pick up all these games, you're going to get a massive gamer boost. And if you've already played them on console, do not worry. Pick them up again on Windows 10, as all these achievements can be stacked, meaning that you can get them on the console and on Windows 10 and they will both count towards your Gamerscore. The next game we have on our Windows 10 sale is 50 Years, a fast-paced alternative to the bigger, longer turn-based strategy games. This game is 40% off and also £2.51. There seems to be a pattern going on here. But this game, unlike the others, is rated slightly better at 2.75 and, no surprise, has had several updates making this one worth 4000 G. These Windows 10 games are going to give your Gamerscore such a massive boost. And another game that we have had quite a few games from recently is Desert Water Games. Now this week they have Caterpillar on sale for Windows 10, it's had a few updates and is worth 2000 G. And I'm not even going to bother telling you how much this is, because you can probably guess it's 40% off at $251. Another game from Desert Water Games is Woodletree. This is a nice little arcade logic game that has had a few updates and is worth 3000 G. And if anyone's keeping score, this is what the now 8th game that is 40% off at $251. And we finally come to a game that is not $251, and that's The Explorer of Night for Windows 10. This one is 40% off but is actually $299, and this game is going to get you 4000 G. And the final game in our Windows 10 sale is a new game by Desert Water Games that has recently been released and is still currently on sale. Now this game is 20% off for its release and is $671, and that's Danger Gazers. Now if you're interested in this roguelike shoot 'em up, then definitely check out our walkthrough guide on how to get every achievement in less than 5 minutes. So if you're looking for a quick game, this 1000 G is definitely going to be one that you want to pick up. And not just that, the console version of this is also 20% off at $671, and you will be able to stack both these games, so whilst you're at it, why not just pick up both? And the only other game worth mentioning in this sale this week that can be completed in under half an hour is for the console, and that's Volley Pals. This game is 20% off at $431. It will still take you that half hour and you will pick up 1000 G. This is a nice little like sports party game and has been rated 2.25 from fellow achievement hunters. So that's all the half hour games completed, and there are 3 games that will take you between half hour and an hour to complete, with the first one called Torrento, a run and gun journey set in the besieged medieval kingdom. This game is 20% off at $3.35, is rated 2 stars from fellow achievement hunters, and is only worth 1000 G, but this is an East Asia soft game, so you know you're in for a pretty easy time collecting these achievements. The next game is also rated 2 stars and is 40% off at $4.79, and that's Palindrome Syndrome Escape Rooms. So this is a puzzle escape room for you, a nice easy half-hour to an hour completion. And the final game is Pendant, an adventure point and click game that will take you around an hour to get 1000 G and is rated 2.75 from other achievement hunters, and this game is 20% off at $6.71. So only a couple games there that will take you between half hour and an hour, but we have a few more games in this category that's going to take you around the 1 to 2 hour mark to complete. Now, another classic that we have in nearly every video I do these weeks is Airy Calm Mind. You're guaranteed to get one of the Airy series on sale, and this week is Calm Mind, which is 35% off at $5.45. This 2-star rated adventure game is worth 1000 G, but is a nice, calm, easy ride. The next game has a massive 75% off, bringing its usual $12.49 price down to only £3.12. This 3-star rated game is called Mystic Ocean and is an adventure game where you explore a vibrant ocean, having relaxing, deep and amusing conversations with 6 different gods and a cast of sea creatures. Our next game is Dandy and Randy DX, 50% off at $2.99. This 2.75 action adventure game is worth 1000 G. We got one for the kids this week, and that's My Little Pony, a Maritime Bay adventure. I'm pretty sure I've had this one on before, but it's currently 50% off at a whopping $17.49. So you're going to have to really love your kids or really love My Little Pony to pick up this one. But if you do, it is not going to be the worst game on this list. This game is actually rated 3.25 from fellow achievement hunters. So if there's nothing else you want on this list, why not give this one a go? We move on to a party game, Elementals Death Metal Deathmatch. 65% off at $2.34. This is the worst game on the list, only rated 1.5 from fellow achievement hunters. So unless you don't want to be picking up My Little Pony, I suggest you keep clear of this one this week. But for 1 to 2 hours you will be able to pick up 1000 G. Our next game is rated 2.75 and is Flying Soldiers, 40% off at $4.79, and this is a puzzle game where you play as a group of birds. Now from birds to sausages, as we get Run Sausage Run, 60% off at $1.67. This party platformer for up to 4 friends is actually rated 3 out of 5 stars, making it not a bad game. And for 1 to 2 hours, you'll be able to pick up 1000 G. Hindsight is actually one of the more strongly rated games at 3.75. This Annapurna interactive published game will take you 1 to 2 hours for your 1000 G and is 33% off at $8.36. Quiplash, I think that's how we're going to pronounce it this week, is 60% off at £3.19 and is rated 3.25 from fellow achievement hunters, making that another strong game. And this is yet another party game on sale this week. Quite a few of them this week, so if you've got a group of friends or fellow achievement hunters you want to team up with, there seems to be plenty of party games on offer this week. And our final game is The Pillar Puzzle Escape. This puzzle game, set on the mysterious of an enigmatic island and escape back to reality, is on offer for $2.51, which is 70% off and is rated 3 stars from a fellow achievement hunters, making this one of the better games on East Asia Soft. So might as well pick this one up because you're probably not going to find any other games better from East Asia Soft. Well, there we go. That was everything that can be completed in around 2 hours. You've got your quick completions, you've got your slightly longer ones. We've covered the cheapest, we've covered those best games to buy. All in all, I think there's a good balance of games. There seems to be a lot of party games on offer, And that 251 Windows 10 sale is just amazing. If you've already got them on console, this is a great opportunity to pick them up on PC as well and really boost that gamer score. And it's nice to see the return of those cheaper games. We got 4 decent games there under the 150 price mark. If you haven't got any of them, they're no-brainers this week. Let's just pick them up and let's all give our gamer scores a boost. Leave me a comment below, let me know which games you'll be picking up this week. Are there any that I've missed? Is there any that you think that other people should be picking up? Let us know. I'd love to hear what you're playing so I can pick them up. Any great games, any of those easy achievements. And if you found this information helpful, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. We are building this community and we love having you all here helping everyone boost your gamer scores. And whilst you're there, don't forget to hit that bell notification. Like with all sales, they are only on for a limited time, and hitting that bell notification lets you know exactly when we post these videos so you don't miss out on our sales. And this week's sale is only going to be on to the 5th of June, so make sure you get in there now and pick up those bargains. Well, I hope you all find some great bargains this week and you're all going to be boosting those gamer scores. I thank you all for watching and I'll see you all in the next video.